I just wanted to speak a little bit more, be I guess be transparent, vulnerable, whatever, with myself, talking to you guys about this hard-headed character of mine. Rawr. No, I stop. But again, what I know, I knew I wanted to be like when I was being called stupid. Like again, when I said I grew up and I was taking that in, but I also had a sense of me, maybe not perfect sense or even a clear one, especially being raised a certain way. But it was like it hurted me because it was like, dang, you think it's stupid? I thought I was smart. Okay, but I'm stupid though, so I'm getting it. I got it. Boom, got it. That's how it was for me as a kid. But then it was like a certain point where I was hard headed in it, and because of that, I didn't want to be just stupid. Like I felt like I was more than stupid, but seeing how I was being showed and taught and learned to be stupid and how I am stupid, I wanted to be the funniest stupid person. You feel me? Like if I'm gonna be stupid, I'm gonna be funny too. Okay. Same thing with ugly. If I'm gonna be ugly, I'm gonna be the person making the best ugly faces while being ugly. Like how do you get double ugly? Go ahead, ask me. I ain't gonna do it right now. You probably see a couple videos looking at me like I probably look crazy for the ugly, but still, that was the hard headedness in it. And then it just it was like that for a while, and it created an attitude for me where I was secure in myself, even though it was in negativity. But it felt good. It felt right because I owned it. Like I had it. Like it was mine. Like, okay, and you mad because I'm stupid? Okay, and you mad because I'm this? And you mad? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, come on now. I guess you should have had some people growing up in your life telling you these things too, baby. No, I stopped. That's not okay. It's not okay at all. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, high school I think was like my breaking point of it all because it's nothing new to hear it, but when you're a kid, it's all kickles and cackles, jokey jokies, bullying, bacon. You feel me? Like it's nothing new, especially when you grow up in a certain community. Like that's just life there. Like we spitting fire, we baking all day, cakes and all. But high school though, it was more so the rumors and how people outlandish things. Okay, let's just say it like that. That's why they're rumors. But it was I think it was the reaction of people believing them, and I was like blown and also hurt because it's like you would believe that about me. Like I thought I shown you, like they telling you I'm in special ed class, but I already told you I was stupid, but yet you believe that and don't believe me. Like that's where my mind was. I swear to God. I swear to God. And it hurt, like I said, because certain folks I thought knew me and I thought I knew them, and it broke me. It got me good. And I think I just zoned out for a while in high school. Literally zoned out. Like I remember this one time sitting in the gym and I'm sitting with my friend. We was sitting there talking, but I also remember just being zoned out for a moment. Like I used to be zoned out so much that I learned how to move through the zone out. I learned how to walk through the zone. I learned how to talk. I learned how to still go. Okay, be messed up and just be going. But anyways, I remember I was sitting on the bleachers in one of my zone out moments, and my friend talking to me. He like, "Hey, you don't hear them girls talking about you?" I look down. I'm like, "Oh, huh? Yeah, they probably talking about me. That's what they do." Uh-huh. Like my mind was so fried. I mean, I probably shouldn't have. I wouldn't have cared anyway. But like, I know I have an attitude, so I speak up very well for myself if I'm not liking something. Now that I'm older and somebody's telling me something that I don't agree with, at this point in time, I'm speaking up about it. You feel me? Uh, but that moment, I was literally zoned to the zoned and just said, "Oh, these two girls, yeah, that's what they did. What was they talking about?" Because I wasn't paying attention. And once we got to talking, I'm like, "Oh yeah, I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm sorry, but I really didn't. It was pointless to even ask at that point." But once that hit me well, hit me good. It reminded me of my childhood where, you're starting off fresh, like a little seedling, and you don't know nothing but the air, water, and the sun till somebody comes around and poops on your little dirt pile right there, and somebody pour pop on you or something. You know what I mean? You don't know nothing else but that until things come into the mix. And it just reminded me of that. And I think that's what the zone out was like, dang, you're no longer perfect at being uh, a stupid funny at this point no more. You can no longer be a ugly ugly at this point no more. Like now it's not good enough anymore. Like now people are taking it and running with it. Like that's what people do anyway. In elementary schools is baking, and we all there face to face talking about it. We don't go around people's back making rumors. And again, that something is not new to me, especially with the way my household was. But it hit it hit. I had nobody, so it hit. I had people. Don't let me say it like that, because there was a lot of people that I ran to for help because I knew I needed help. I just didn't know what was wrong with me. So don't let me say it like that. But at the same time, I say I didn't have no help because it was just like a moment of help. You feel me? Just a moment of help. It wasn't actual help. And there's no offense. Okay, I promise y'all, because I swear, for God, that man put y'all in my life. Okay, so don't take it lightly. Um, yes. And again, after that, I think I used to come home crying all the time in ninth grade. I remember that for sure. Like, I ain't no sucker. These motherfuckers got me messed up. I already know I'm this. I already know. Why they mad at me? Dang. Like, I didn't get it. I didn't get it at all. So it was just bad. And then I think probably like around 10th grade, at the end of ninth grade, I started writing positive things, affirmations for myself, and then like physically doing them. Like, I'll high five myself, basically. Pat myself on the back, tell myself, yeah, you did that. Okay, I see you. And I don't know, that gave me a boost of me, even in the midst of me like realizing, all right, being stupid and being ugly is not what I want to be anymore, because it just it's not working for me. Honestly, it's just not working for me. I mean, I don't think I'm that ugly, but you know what I mean? I can make it work. I don't think I'm that stupid, but you know what I mean? I can make it work. But at that point in time, I just didn't want to be those things no more, because it was just like, I can't be ugly and be nothing and still be trampled on. Like, come on now. I'm just gonna be me now. I'm gonna be me. And I know I'm not ugly. So I'm gonna be me knowing I'm not ugly. So you gonna have to hate me a little bit more. Maybe not. No, they did. They didn't like me a little bit more because of that. But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. That's how people gonna be in life. That's cool. Yeah, so the positive affirmations, y'all. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm sidetracked and I'm kind of comfortable right now, so don't mind me. It's more so just me having a conversation with a bud. But yeah, I did the positive affirmations and it started to break the whole you're ugly and you're stupid thing for me. And again, with that hard headedness, now I'm trying to pursue being pretty like Kiera, being smart like Kiera, because that's all I have. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't really do too much comparison with anything. I do as a child, though. I wouldn't say I never envied anybody, but I did notice that there would be things that I would like that would be appeasing to me, I guess, a desire from other folks. And I'd be telling them, like, straight up, like, oh, girl, you look so good. I ain't okay. You look better than me. Like, that ain't something, I ain't mad about it. I ain't sad about it. I ain't jealous about it. Girl, I can see it, though. Smarter than me. You can read. Oh, I can't. That's what's up, though. I can read, but I just don't like it. You feel me? You look like you like to read. I don't. But that's what's up, though. I ain't mad about it. You feel me? That's that's just always how I've been. But at that particular time, it was more so outwardly because now I was doing that inwardly. And obviously that felt good, feeling good for myself. So much so that I'm telling other people they look good. So obviously that feels good. But God has always been in my life. So you guys are gonna have to figure out where God is in all of this without me even really mentioning him. No, I stopped. Cause again, he always been in my life. And there's been certain stages in my life where I've been going to church and choirs and Bible studies, Jehovah Witnesses come by, baptisms and stuff. Like that is, you know how it is for us grandbabies and the granny. They is not playing. They taking all 17 grandchildren to church. They gonna fill up the choir. Okay, if they ain't got a choir, granny got the choir. Okay, okay. Let's not play. Um, but I love church as a kid. I truly did. Something about the name Jesus just had my stomach on butterfly mode. Like I don't think I don't want to say I don't think I ever experienced love as a kid because I'm pretty sure I have, but like love, or in love, I don't know. I still can't explain it. I just know it's got to be love because that's the only thing that came to my mind about it. Because literally, every time I hear Jesus, all the way up until like what age? I think like 15, 16. I stopped feeling the butterflies in my stomach. I don't know if that's good or bad, but stopped feeling butterflies in my stomach every time somebody mentioned the name Jesus. It was just like, Jesus, where? Like, I would literally get so excited and get like so awed at the face and so like in love looking. And again, my stomach would just be, I wouldn't say on fire or on motion roller coasters. It was literally like butterflies in my stomach. And growing up, you hear, whenever you feel butterflies in your stomach, that means you're in love. So that's what I calculated that as. You know what I mean? And out of all the things I'm stupid at, that's the one thing I got smart at right there. Okay? No, for real. But that's what God put in me. How about that? Anyways, um, yeah, he was definitely always in my life. And, you know, I think that's why I have such good confidence in myself. Maybe it sometimes, especially growing up in life, it may not have been healthy, a healthy confidence in myself. Probably wasn't an ego confidence or a pride confidence. It could have been sometimes. But I know I'm not that type of person intentionally, naturally. So I would never be persuaded to be like that. Even if I was raised to be like that, that wasn't something for me. Okay? Like if you wanted me to be stupid and be prideful, that's not happening. I can be stupid and funny. You feel me? I can do that. I can't I just had that in me as a kid, you feel me? And I see that as Jesus. Like, it makes me even more happy and grateful and more confidence in the Lord and in myself. But I take a deep breath. It just, I don't know, it's just overwhelming with a lot of things about me and who I am in Jesus. Because I know who I am, but in Jesus, who I am, whose I am. Okay? Okay? But I'm sorry you guys. I am weird and this video is extra long, so I'm not mad about it. Nobody watches. Out of all the videos, I'm not mad about it. Yeah, he was definitely a big part. Anyways, let me just go ahead because I'm bad. And then I found myself, I would say, backtracking a little bit. Like high school, I did that. I started doing positive things for myself. But then I noticed I was getting older, like towards an adult, 18, 19, 20 years old, that I was in environments that were felt like failing to me. I'm not saying the environments were, but it felt like they were failing to me. It felt like they were revealing to me the things that I was told as a kid. So like I didn't feel pretty in that environment. I didn't feel smart in that environment. I didn't, you know what I mean? The things that I not grew up myself out of, but came out of as a kid to now be like, oh yeah, Kiara's pretty. Oh yeah, Kiara's smart. And it wasn't that I was necessarily comparing myself to others, though that is a part of it. But I was doing it more so in the way people walked, the way people talked, the way people looked at me. You know what I mean? I did it with things other than just verbiage of somebody saying it. And it started to get to me, I literally found myself doing a bad habit that I did as a kid. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I don't want to say I think I was crazy, but what? Who just does this? Um, as a kid, when I was being told I was stupid and ugly and all these things, you know how you get in trouble and you gotta write, I am misbehaving like 70 times down a sheet. Well, I put I am stupid 70 times down a sheet as a kid in elementary school. Yes, I did. Phew. And so I got out of that in high school and started putting I am pretty 70 times. You feel me? I did opposite. Okay, look, you feel me? I did that. Well, God did that, but I did that. You feel me? Then it happened. It kind of like, I still had this I am pretty thing, I am smart thing, but then something in that environment, it just started getting to my mental, and it was starting to tell me that I am not. Like, you're lying to yourself. Like, look, and I'm gonna show you how you lying to yourself. And again, it came with watching others, yes, but not necessarily caring about what they see, but just seeing the reactions and seeing the movement, seeing the talk. I don't know how to explain it, okay, guys? I just don't know how to explain it. But that happened, and I caught myself. I literally caught myself because at that point I was just a zone out again, like high school, and I was writing in the notebook that I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm stupid and ugly and all these other things. And when I say I caught myself, it's because literally as I was writing it, I was crying, but I didn't realize I was crying until I looked at the page and I seen the tears on there. I'm like, oh, what am I doing to myself? Like, hold up, wait a minute, this is not cool. Like, didn't we? What's going on? And that was right there was a deep sitting, a deep sitting, because I literally started taking in the lies of the enemy at that time through something that I came out of in that particular area. And for some reason, it hit me hard at that time. Maybe because I'm an adult. I don't know. I got other things to stress about and worry about. So now that I know all these things, it just, I don't know. I don't know. But it was just, it hit way deeper. And again, God is always involved. Look, I wasn't even trying to mention him, but God is always involved. And I was going to a church at that time, GFO, and hold on, I ain't never hear God speak to me the way He did that day. My first day ever going to that church. Like, I was always in love with God, but I never knew why God was in love with me. And I heard it that day. I've always read it in the Bible. I've always been taught these things and learned them, but for some reason, that day, baby, it was like a whoosh. A whoosh. You feel me? Like, you just getting smacked with love. You're getting drowned with love. You're being suffocated with love. I don't know if that's good or not, but you're being suffocated with love. Like, you're not breathing, thinking, moving, nothing but love. And I don't know, man. Like, after that moment, I didn't allow I didn't allow people's words, thoughts, actions, movements uh dictate me. You know what I mean? Whew. I'm sorry, you guys. That was a good one. That was a good one. I hold that in and I feel a frog in my chest, in my throat. so badly. But yes, I stopped caring about that. And these are all developing moments and stages. Now, like a few years ago, with certain people, I noticed that I would allow myself to be called stupid. And not that I cared about it, but I went along with it if it benefited the other person. And at that point, I started getting hurt again. I started saying, Kira, you're stupid. And God is still in this. He's walking me through this. Like, He knows me. He really do, y'all. It's so crazy. I just, but at this point, again, I'm getting hurt again. I'm tripling back to what it is. But at this point in time, this isn't just one person in my life. This is like multiple people in my life. And I was just getting hurt, man. I was getting hurt. And so at this point in time, especially so long into this, I've already developed a pattern slash habit of going to God and presuming position. You feel me? Not a butt whooping, but of prayer and of humbling and of sheltering and of resting because we need that. But we need that. It's free. It's there. But yeah, after doing that for so much and so long, it's like everything came with a spiritual growth as a kid and to my adult and teen years, whatever. But this one right here was more than just a spiritual growth, but it was like a physical growth. It was a spiritual growth. It was a mental growth. You feel me? A heart growth, a communication growth, uh, healthy boundaries, healthy habits growth. You feel me? Like an all around area, not just in one aspect, but in all aspects. I guess I would say I can't really break them all down for you guys, but just to stick on the one that I'm on now, uh, again, I would just be hurt by people a lot. And honestly, it wasn't nothing new of conversation. It was nothing new of the environment. It was just I was, in my prayer closet working on God working with me, and I'm working with God. We working together. We doing that in the quiet time. So when I came out, it's like, dang man, this stuff's starting to hurt me. Like, why is it hurting me like this? Like, I didn't get it. And then at times, like I said, I blame myself, honestly. But I know in the prayer closet, I didn't really blame myself. I just humbled myself because God don't take that fake humbling. Not like that, but God already knows that I'm sitting here blaming myself. God already knows that I'm looking at the person that's wrong. God already knows what I'm thinking. Like He already knows what I'm feeling. And me just coming to Him just verifies it all. Like God knows. I don't have to tell Him. He knows. He knows why I'm there. This is a mission right here. Whenever I go to God, especially nowadays, it's a mission why I'm here. We're not just here to just. I mean, there is some times where I do just like to just sit in His presence and just ask Him how He's doing. Like, I know that's a stupid question because it's silly, but I don't know. I don't care. I just want to do it. Like, what's up, God? How you been? What you doing? You get some ice cream? Like, if I don't, if there is, I don't want to say no mission involved with talking to God, then it's just honestly just a praise, it's just a worship, just a pondering and just thinking about all the merciful magnifying things that He's done. I can't even get my words out. But just thinking of who He is as a person and as a God, like just who Jesus is. Like that's that's it. If I Yeah. So if I'm going in the closet, if I'm praying, if if I'm sitting in front of God, because that's how I take it. If I'm going in the closet, I'm assuming and knowing that I'm sitting in front of God. If I'm praying, I'm assuming and knowing that I'm sitting in front of God. So there's clearly a mission there. There's clearly an objective there. There is something to be done, whether I'm talking or God's talking or both. working something out together so we can work it out together. Like, and truly it be him. And it just, what? Anyways, the teamwork, you feel me? Makes the dream work. Um, with these people hurting me and then having that going on in the background in my personal time, I know not to just come up to God and be like, God, what I do wrong? I mean, I do that though. I ain't gonna cap, but I don't do it so much of, man, God, these people, like, I don't do it based off of what they're telling me. I mean, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm trying to figure out what's going on that I can do better at, but not that I'm wrong at it, but something that I can do better at. You know what I mean? Not saying I ain't wrong, because clearly I am if I can get better, especially if it's God's way. And that's that's where again things started changing a little bit more because now it's like I'm not looking for Kiera's high fives and good jobs and new ways to be happier and healthier from Kiera's standpoint of view, but now I'm looking at that from God's. And I believe I've always been looking at that from God's because, like I said, I've always had God in my life. I've always read a book, always been in a church. So I knew the characters to have, and I already knew my own character that I had. So, like, it didn't feel wrong, like I said. So at that point, it's like, all right, if I'm not wrong, where can I get better at? And the getting better at was listening, was observing, was I don't know about me, him, but for me, it's the praise and worshiping. Cause baby, I will shout my man out every time. No, I stop. Cause what? Holy is the Lamb. Uh, yeah, you guys, I'll be emotional, but I forgot where I was getting at. Yes, that all of that with God, everything that's intimate and deep and intertwined in your life, and every breath that you breathe, every eye that you blink, and every spectacle that you see in the air, like, yeah, it's it was. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be different for everybody individually. And now that we're here at a new life and a new path, um, I know you guys got it for sure. Like, I know, I don't want to say like I know, so like I know all, but if I know God's merciful and I know that I can trust Him in His judgments, then I feel like I know you guys got it. It sounds like a pretty fair judgment to say. It may look ugly, it may hurt, and all this other stuff, but like I said, it don't last long. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Show don't. It may be a recurring thing here, but I'm saying like once you have Jesus, there is no denying of the kingdom that is within us. You understand me? The thing that is unseen to the eye. The one who is the king of the invisible? Yes, king, I will say uninvisible. The king of the invisible. You feel me? That part. What, who, it was some man in Luke, it's probably in all four of the Gospels, but in Luke, he healed somebody and he told him afterwards, I'm about to try to paraphrase right here, but he said something about now the kingdom is within you, or now there's no, I don't want to say there's no turning back, but like there's no denying the kingdom that is in you now. Like that man have been healed. There ain't no denying that. Like the kingdom. What is the promises of the kingdom? No more sorrow, no more pain, no more death. And so when we are here in this world to learn the kingdom and seek the kingdom daily, that looks like no more sorrow in life. That looks like no more death. That looks like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, not to say it's not gonna hurt, not to say it's not gonna die, not to say this or that, because God is in control. But so long as that we are in the kingdom and the kingdom is in us, we don't have to experience that pain like the world wants us to experience it. The world gonna still hurt us. The world gonna still come at us, but we from the kingdom. and that comes with a different agenda, a different assignment that doesn't register to the world. So what the world has ain't for us, and what we have ain't for the world. Well, God got that going on. Like, I don't know if I did too much on that part, but God got it going on. Okay. Uh, Thank you. I don't know, you guys. I'm gonna end it there for right now. You guys have a good one. If you watch this entire video, y'all crazy too. I see it. That's what's wrong with you. You crazy. Have a good one though, y'all.